More selling in silver and gold. It's silver and gold time. Let's get straight into it. Do not place a trade based on what you're seeing in this video today, because trading is risky and it can cause substantial financial loss. There are so many areas you need to become good at to become a good trader. Emotional mastery, chart reading, trading systems, money and trade management. So this video is just educational only to help you become a much better trader. Hey traders, I've just recorded the video walking you through the top success mindset trading techniques to really help you move forward. You know that most of your trading success comes from your mindset. So click on the button above that says success mindset to get access to this video right now. Alrighty, hey traders. What a big week it's been, hasn't it? It's been a big week. So I'm actually excited for the weekend. Give me some time just to take off these charts and stuff like that. I've been spending so much time on these charts this week, just perfecting my craft, because you know the better you can get at this, guys, the better you know you can. This market can make you so much money. It's not funny if you know what you're doing and you protect yourself. So let me have a quick look here. Let me bring up the candlestick chart here, guys. I normally bring up the open, highlight, close charts, but some people see the candlestick charts. We're getting a lot more selling in, selling in silver and gold has just continued, right? Just absolutely continued. If I go to the daily chart here. Actually, you know what? Let me just bring up this. Should I say weekly chart? If I go to the weekly chart, we're actually coming right down to these levels of support where we are right now. We've been selling off quite strong, haven't we? Just really strong when it comes to that silver and gold, the silver chart. And once again, guys, you can see how this whole thing here still could be a shoulder. And if it is a shoulder, guys, it's going to be huge. And it's going to be a no-brainer to see this thing just rise. If it does start to break the 1850 level, guys, it's going to be an absolutely no-brainer for this thing to rise up into probably the 21, and then we go up from there. So looking and watching, because once that does, guys, I'll be getting on SLV, and I'll be buying like at least a 12-month option and having that more of a long-term trade, and just watching that thing just ride. Ow, my abs hurt. I worked my abs too much yesterday. Oh well, after the gym I go today. Looking on gold again. Gold runs nice slow run up, and then bam, a little false breakout or a little false perk above the resistance level, and then bam, straight back down. And looks like we're going to have a lot more selling coming into the markets, guys, over the next week as well too. We can see just a nice drop off through there. If you go to the daily chart, you can look at this rise here. It's such a strong. Sorry, look at the sell off here. The sell off is a lot stronger. Now, hear me out here, guys. This is when it comes to chart reading. Okay, let me actually read this out. Let me bring up this candlestick here. I want you to look at the chart reading for what it really is. Okay, chart reading. Now, if we take this here, all right, let's take this last whole year worth of time frame. All right, so this last whole year worth of time frame right here. Okay, I want you to just focus on this here. I want to teach you guys something. When you look at the market, I'm not only looking at the weekly chart support and resistance levels. I'm not only looking at the peaks and troughs, who's in control, but I'm looking at the strength and moves. Right, so what do I mean by that? Let me bring up an arrow, and let me just make this thin. Right, so as we can see, guys, right? All right, cool. Yeah. So as we can see, right, we did have a rise from there to there, right? So we see this move here, but is that a strong rise? It's not a strong rise, right? It's actually a weak rise. A weak rise. Now, what do I mean by a weak rise? Well, a weak rise is when the market runs up a little bit, comes back down, and runs up a little bit, comes back down, runs up a little bit, comes back down, sideways up a little bit. See how that's just a slow, what we call a weak rise? What would be a strong rise? Bam, 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 bam. You see the differences here? So even though the market's going up slightly, there's a caution warning when I see things like this, because the market wasn't selling off strong. So the market wasn't moving up strong. And then we look through this period through here. Can you see how we actually had quite 1, 2, 3 strong selling bars coming down? Now that didn't mean anything through there, but you can see that there were strong sellers here. And then look at this market. Ran up, sideways, up again. and then we went sideways again, up again, sideways, a couple up bars, and then so on and so forth, right? But now if we look at this whole leg through here, and we just focus on the last couple of the last buying leg and the last selling leg. All right. So now I know I'm getting technical on you here, guys, but I'm trying to teach you guys something at the exact same time as well too. Let me go. All right. So now I want to just share with you. All right, cool. So now let's look at this here, right? So now we actually have on this whole chart through here, okay, we have a lot of different things. But what's most important to us right now? What's happening right now, right? So I like to say, okay, this last selling leg and this last buying leg, let's have a closer look at that through there. That's all I'm going to look at, right? So let's just focus all of that right on there. We can see this, right? So we're going to bring up an arrow again. We can see we actually had a little rise up, and a sideways, and a little rise up. Okay, so now we have that. And then we have, if we look at this selling leg, then we've had this selling leg. Now, I want you to tell me, now this is obviously a short-term view, but this is what we call form reading. This is what we call true chart reading. So we had to move up through there. But if you went from, if we had two different legs, we had this buying leg here, and then we had this selling leg here. If we had to say who is stronger out of these two legs, who would you say? Well, it's obviously the sellers, right? The sellers here are so much stronger than the buyers. The buyers are up a little bit, sideways up a little bit. They weren't really, we've just simply had a lot more stronger selling leg. So if you're looking at this market through here, from this buying leg to the selling leg, who's more dominant? Sellers, right? So now we know at this point in time that the sellers are so much stronger than the buyers right now. So therefore, we should expect to see a lot more downside to come, and we may even get down to the bottom here, create another double bottom. So as we can see, and say that's what we can see there, guys. We can see the different legs, and that's what I'm always looking at, right? I'm always looking at the different legs. And as you can see, right, you can see back in the last, you see this big strong buying leg and a big strong buying leg. Nothing's ever black and white in the markets, guys. Like nothing is ever black and white, but you can start to get a sense of what's happening through here. All right, and let me show you what I mean through here. So we can see that. Let me go drawing tools. Let me go arrow. Right, so we see how we had this big strong selling leg through here, but if we went to if we had this big strong selling. And look at this here, down, up, down, up, down, up, and we had this there. See how that's a lot weaker? And then what happened? Bam, down the sellers go, right? And then we had this move down through here. That was actually quite weak, and so on and so forth. So the point of me saying, guys, is I'm seeing so much more strength in the sellers right now than I have the entire move up in the buyers. So what's that telling you? It's telling you that the sellers are definitely in control. Let me actually go, and I want to see if I can notice something through here. All right, I want to share something with you guys. Okay, I want to share something with you. This is another bit of analysis. As I said before, guys, the better you can get at reading these charts, the better you're going to be. Here's something that was telling me that I just wasn't too quite sure about silver or gold yet. As we can see, all right, we have this rise in the market here, right? But if we take the volume, this is point right here, if we take the volume, has the volume been rising or staying consistent with it, or have we been getting some tapering down overall? You can see it's been tapering off, right, overall. So as this market's been rising, the volume's been tapering off. What does that mean? It means is it's a very, very weak rally. Now what's happening? Now we're getting a drop in the actual silver price. What's been happening recently? We've been getting a very consistent increase in volume, right? You can see from here to here it's increasing, or it's staying at a nice rise above this moving average through here, and we're getting a nice sell off. Let's go have a look at the GLD price. So let's see if it's the very, very similar thing. So you can see once again, guys, you have this rise in price, and then basically from there to there, you can see how overall we're tapering off or tapering down. We weren't getting a lot of volume there. Now this last sell-off here, you can see that the last sell-off hasn't been as strong there in silver, is it? Sorry, as the volume's been quite strong, not the last few days, but silver has actually been a lot weaker. So guys, that tells me that silver should expect us a lot more downside to come, because we're getting even like look at this volume here, guys. The volume has been just increasing. So we're getting a lot of sellers into these markets here. And look how weak those look. Remember I said before, guys, you look at these candlesticks here. Weak. Bam, seller. Sellers are in control. Don't fight the market, man. Don't fight the market. I don't care what those damn newsletters say. Don't fight the market. So that's silver and gold, okay? Silver and gold are different to the mining shares. I want to share with you some things that I see about the mining stocks, all right? Based on what I'm seeing now. So the HUI, actually, let me just go to the let's go to the GDX, all right? So looking at the GDX, I'm looking at the GDX right now, guys, and I think the GDX is getting ready. I think the GDX is getting ready for a move higher. Now, why do I say that? Well, that's what I think, guys. Again, I'm not going to trade on what I think. I'm just giving you my opinion. I don't ever trade on my opinion. I only trade on what I see on the charts, okay? And there's no confirmation for that yet. But what I'm seeing here, guys, I'm seeing a drop down. Overall, we're coming down to a level of support through here, right? There's actually a whole level of support through here. We've had a drop down, but we've been slowly going down through here right now. So I'm actually expecting a rise soon out of the miners. Again, if you look at this weekly chart through here, let me bring this down through here. As you can see, this whole weekly chart right now, we ran up to this resistance level, came back down. We're now at this support level. If I go back to my daily chart, we're at this support level right now. So we've come back down, and not only that, guys, but we've come back down to this support level. And as you can see, not like silver and gold, right? Not like silver and gold, but as you can see with the miners, as we've been coming off this, as we've been coming down from here to here. So from there to there, you can see that's what's happening with that. But then overall, look at the volume being tapering off. So I believe we're getting ready for a rise to the high side, and I believe we're going to get a spike in volume, and then that's going to overall start some nice stair-stepping back up again. I'm not saying if that happens I'm going to buy, because that's just not my entry signal. I'm just giving you my chart reading on what the market is telling me, okay? So let's just see what happens, guys, but I think we're likely to start getting a bit of a rise out of this, or we may get another sell-off through here, guys. Again, I don't know. But what I'm seeing through here, I'm actually expecting to see the market rise soon, and then we'll start to get a bit of volume come back into it. So there we go, guys. Hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll speak to you next time. Hey, thanks for watching. If you'd like to get more free education about trading, then click on the box that says free trading course. This is a free trading course. It goes for around 12 hours long. It's about 12 videos long. Covers everything from chart reading, mindset, trading systems, money management, trade management, everything you need to get yourself ahead in the markets. And if you'd like to get my help personally, then click on the box that says Get John's Help, and you'll be able to see how you can get my help personally. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe on the video. And remember, success can be yours if you go claim it. So step up, take massive action, and face your fears today.